Right then guys, this is a super informal video. It's not going to be anything major. I'll probably ramble quite a lot, but it's mainly to address all of those subscribers who come here on a regular basis and support the channel and kind of what we do here now. Well, what I do here, should I say. But the channel that we've all built, right? Because this is, you know, as much as I put out the content, it's your comments, it's your shares, it's your active involvement, and also your suggestions, which has kept this channel alive. So it's as much my channel as it is yours. So you're going to see a very real side to me, I guess, now. And we need to talk about Article 13 and the impact that that could have on the channel, like our channel. Now, for those people that are not aware, I do this for a living. This is what I do now. My former career was as a teacher. So yeah, it's a career that I could definitely go back to with some kind of ease, I guess. Is it a career that I want to go back to? No, not really. I really love what I do here, and I enjoy the challenges that YouTube have presented. I never started YouTube to become a YouTuber. Those people have always asked me why I started YouTube, and I just started because the Alien Covenant trailer came out and I just wanted to talk about it, basically. Now, the reason why I'm talking like this and the reason why we're even having this conversation now is because Article 13 is going through, and it has some really severe warnings and wordings, I guess, in place for the impact on essentially what I do here on this channel and what everyone does. Now, for those that aren't aware for what Article 13 is, it's the EU Copyright Directive. It essentially supersedes everything fair use. It will ruin platforms like YouTube. It will ruin anyone who aggregates news. So any aggregator site for news will be ruined because there'll be such a thing as the link tax. Now, a lot of people cried about the net neutrality issue in the States, and absolutely you had every right to be concerned by it. And yeah, it's a very real issue. Now, the EU Copyright Directive goes a step further than net neutrality, because what it forces companies to do is platforms like YouTube are forced to essentially have all liability for the copyrighted materials. It gives all of the power to the original content creator, and it doesn't allow for things such as fair use. So all my videos obviously use stills from movies, it uses trailers and things like that, which is allowed under copyright law currently. It is allowed under copyright law because it's fair use. It's transformative in nature. And a lot of people you know, comment on, you know, sometimes when I comment on copyright claims and things like that, people say, oh, well, you know, you are breaking copyright laws, and I'm not. Currently, everything that I do is fair use. I don't merely just give you the content in its original form. I use it as a backdrop or as a discussion piece, and for commentary and critique, which is the literal wording of fair use. However, the proposed Article 13, the copyright directive in the EU, removes all of that, in fact, and you have to pay a thing called a link tax for any links to the original sources, and anyone that does a news aggregator website or anything like that can't do it. You can't use like memes and things like this. It's absolutely crazy, and the whole directive in and unto itself is bogus, because loads of musicians have come out in support of it, and they've said, oh, we need to, you know, support musicians and things like this, and yes, I support the EU Copyright Directive and all of this kind of stuff. But they're essentially just saying that people can't even do a cover song, because that's what level we're at with this this Article 13, this proposed law. I couldn't, if I was a singer, I don't, and I have a terrible voice for singing, but if I was a singer, I couldn't even do a cover song anymore. I would have to pay money to the original creator of that song. A lot of people have pulled out Despacito, the music video, because obviously it uses content from everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and you wouldn't even be able to see that video anymore. Even things like that you cannot use, because the original holder of the material must get money. Essentially, that's basically what it's proposing. And I know I'm rambling here, but the reason why I'm doing this video, and this is, I'll get to the point now, is that YouTube director, CEO, whatever her name is, Susan Wojcicki, put out a response to all of this and said basically, as Article 13 is now, as written, if it goes through, YouTube will have to block access. And now this is the really important part. It will block access for uploads, but also anyone watching content in the EU and also the UK, because the UK is part of the EU at the moment. If anyone isn't aware, the UK is leaving the European Union through Brexit, or is supposedly, I mean that's a whole other discussion, but currently we're still part of the EU. And if this all goes through, some of the laws which the EU passed, the UK has to adhere to. So anyone in the UK and anyone in the EU will no longer be able to watch YouTube videos. So you will not be able to log on and watch YouTube, and you won't be able to watch old content from anyone in the EU or the UK. So my back catalogue, I've got like 1,000+ videos on this channel. You won't be able to watch any of them. You won't be able to watch a single video because YouTube will be forced to block it. And it's not YouTube's fault, it's the wording of the law, of Article 13, the proposed law, because it's so vague that it puts all of the liability on the platforms. Basically, they will be liable. They have to pay out so much money and they would be bankrupt, they'd be gone. So I understand YouTube's standpoint on this. The article itself is so nonsense. It's such bollocks. Like, I fully understand and I appreciate protection of material. When I uploaded a channel trailer for this horror documentary which I was working on, and there was a piece of music in it which was copyrighted, and if there's ever music on videos or games and things like that and there's copyright claims that go through, I always accept them. I will never, ever, ever counterclaim a copyright claim for music, because I don't feel that there's anything transformative about it. I'm literally playing the song, so they have every right to take the money. Because if someone is getting views off the back of a song, no matter what you do over the top of it, if it is word for word their song and there's no change to it at all, they deserve that money, because there's nothing transformative there, there's nothing fair use. You are quite literally stealing that song from that person, and you're not paying for the rights to use it in your video. So I'm well up for creators earning the money for the things which are stolen off them. If I uploaded a movie to YouTube, I would expect that would be blocked worldwide, and, you know, completely, I accept those terms. But the wording as is now removes any individual creators from doing anything. Like, all movie reviewers in the UK and the EU will not be able to review movies in the format that they do now. You won't even be able to use stills from the film. That's how mental the wording is for this Article 13. That's how vague it is and what it forces platforms to do. I won't even be able to say all of the graphics that I've got on my channel unless I can prove that I own those graphics. I can't even use the graphics. If I can't prove, I mean, even the music on YouTube that is provided by YouTube, I'm fairly certain, even because of the wording of it, that will even affect things. It's so crazy. So unfortunately, I'm going to leave a link down below for you to go and look at and read up on this a little bit more, because if this goes through without any changes to the article, this channel's done. It's gone. Absolutely, it's gone. You won't even be able to watch my back catalogue. And if, you know, I'm not saying that you have to sign a petition or anything like that. It's more of a warning, a very real warning, that, yeah, basically anyone in the UK or the EU won't be watching content, you won't be uploading content, not to a platform like YouTube. And it's all well and good saying, well, go and find another platform. There won't be any, because it's not just YouTube. This issue affects every single platform. It's not just YouTube. This is worldwide, well, EU and UK wide, but it affects every single platform that hosts any material like this. Facebook, you won't even be able to put links on Facebook anymore because you have to pay money for it. It's crazy. So I'll leave a link down below, but I just want to let you know if I just stop uploading and you can no longer find my channel, then that's why. Because Article 13 fucked me in the arse, and I didn't enjoy it, and they didn't pull my pants up afterwards. So I don't want this to happen. I really love what I do here, and I love all of you guys. I know a lot of people comment on kind of how defensive I am to certain comments and things like that. A lot of it's just my sense of humour. I just want to clear that up. Right now, I genuinely appreciate and love the fact that I have this channel. I'm in a really privileged position, and I try not to squander it. I've met subscribers now, and the very clear impact that this channel has on them is it's touching. It warms my heart. And I'm not just saying that, I genuinely do give a shit about this. I don't want to go back to teaching. I love doing what I do here. So, there you go. That's just, I guess, a bit of a PSA from me. Apologies, but if the channel disappears, that's why. You can always find me over on Twitter, at Mr. H Reviews. Hopefully they won't ban the use of Twitter in the EU and the UK, but yeah, you can always find me over there. And you can follow me on Instagram at Mr. H Reviews as well. Hope you're all well. Hope you enjoyed this. I guess to a certain degree, it's more just a PSA, but whatever. There's been no backdrop images, or there's just been one, because this is just a rambly conversation that we're having. But anyway, guys, take care. Peace out.